They're from Sonic Frontiers.
Okay.
I'll probably give this to my girlfriend. I think, as much as I like it, I think she'll probably like it a little better. Yeah. Well, Breath of the Wild would have came like December 24th. And either way, as much as I like plushies, my girlfriend loves plushies, so it's nice, you know, succeed and they get to win or something. She also likes Zelda, so. Okay, now, if the stream heard any of that, speaking of Zelda, we have our grand finals. We got GreenBolt versus Jayzeya. Jayzeya on loser's side, GreenBolt on winner's side, and last time these two clashed, it was 3-2 GreenBolt's favor. Now, I know Jayzeya is probably going to want to, you know, take it off. So let's see if there's any improvements that can be made. You know, GreenBolt, a very patient player, not likely to get overwhelmed in a position such as that, for example. Like, as soon as Jayzeya started setting up Phantom like that to cover the ledge, he just ran back and threw a couple eggs. Something I was just recently trying to figure out how to do. You know, well, not that I have eggs, but you know, it's a good strat. You know, okay, that almost killed 83 after the hit. Lightning Kick is super strong. They were both at 83, but now at this point we've got GreenBolt trying to make it back. Oh, that pivot grab, the range on that. Zelda. Whew, okay, so now another ledge trap situation. GreenBolt just needs to respect. Yeah, now Yoshi has the. Oh, I was about to say, I thought that was gonna kill. That's gonna kill though. Man, such a fast-paced game. I know GreenBolt was tired. I think maybe he's just trying to rush him down and be like, it's time. Like, I'm gonna end it. You know, I don't want to be here anymore. Kind of. But yeah, GreenBolt as Yoshi has a little bit of an advantage at the ledge, where if you want to jump, double jump to avoid the Phantom, when you're Yoshi, Zelda can't quite catch you with her up air there because you can jump just so much further than your average, you know, Smash character. So that's a really useful way to just kind of disengage from Phantom, so I feel like that must be super useful in the matchup. Oh, but a really good bait catching the jump off of the platform and out of shield. Alright, we got a little bit of... Oh, and he just super armored right out of it. Okay, like I said, just moving pretty dang fast for a game against a Zelda. And for those of you who hopefully didn't tune out after watching the previous set, this is a shot at myself. Yeah, this is wildly different. This is a quite different type of game. Now at this point, oh, okay, just narrowly whiffing on the roll read from ledge. And Jayzeya gonna really capitalize off of that. Now we've got... It's like these two players are just fighting on ledge, one or the other. GreenBolt almost had the same exact interaction, waiting for the Nairu's Love. But not quite. And now Jayzeya is gonna just keep setting up Phantom, try to wall him out, you know, make his space. GreenBolt may be a little impatient there, but not gonna quite get a punish on it. So these two players are both sitting around 100. Any of them could die at the next hit, just like that. And now GreenBolt takes a bit of a lead. It's 2 stocks to 1 right now. Jayzeya needs to try and come up with something like that, like baiting the jump, like reading the jump so you bait the air dodge and then covering the air dodge with the up air. That's very smart, very solid gameplay. Now this, okay, I was about to say, there's a small chance that that might have killed, knowing how light Zelda is and how the ceiling on PS2 is not super low. But yeah, it looks like Yoshi really has more of an advantage being above Zelda than Zelda has, with Yoshi being above her, you know? Like, it seems very tough for Zelda to get, like, locked down a kill, you know? There's not a whole lot she can do in that situation. The down air gonna break the egg. Oh my gosh! And that, I can't tell if that was a good DI or if that was a slight misstep on the angle. But at this point, GreenBolt just needs to lock down one good hit, like that, for example. Man, I have the opposite commentator's curse today. Well, I had the commentator's curse last set I commentated, but now I've got the opposite one where everything I say just happens. In other news, local man Ryan DeLeo receives about $17,000 in the mail. Anyways, so we've got another game too. It looks like they've just ran it back right to PS2. I know both of these players are tired, so maybe they probably just agreed to just run it back for the rest of the set. Alright, well, we got Yoshi and Zelda once again. No character swaps from either of these players. I know that there's a Zero Suit on the Jayzeya end, and there's a couple different characters on the GreenBolt end, but I think, you know, in the best interest of both of these players, especially being grands, and the skill level of the two of them, I think they'll probably stick to their mains. Alright, so now we're going to have to see, is this game going to be as quick? Now, very quickly right off, Zelda just walling GreenBolt out a little bit. With the Phantom, because that's pretty much what Zelda's win condition is getting lots of good uses of Phantom, you know? Alright, GreenBolt really covering the tech chases, making a bit of a read, not too much to come of it, but also no really good punish. I mean, low risk, high reward. Breaking the Phantom with the egg as well, but the pivot grab's gonna immediately yoink him right out of there. And Jayzeya a little bit too slow on the down tilt fair, just a little bit too far away. But almost. Good kind of idea as well. Now, can the up air get him? Okay. Jayzeya did wait for the air dodge. But he was, once again, a little bit too early this time. Alright, now we got a good mix-up to not get up smash there. GreenBolt trying to read the jump there, you know, very clearly with that up smash, and the roll definitely going to keep him safe in that position. And now Zelda's got a ledge trap, and that knocked him out of the armor, if I do believe so. Either that or it was just the weakest sour spot I've ever seen. And now that's gonna kill Yoshi. I thought, okay, Zelda's, no way. What is going on here? There's a lot of things happening right now. A lot of buttons being pushed, a lot of kill moves being flying across the screen. And that's dead. Very good ledge trap, very patient, waiting for the get up attack, you know. There you go. Okay, yeah, and now GreenBolt immediately going into advantage state, and Zelda just down airing him right out. I realized I've been calling Yoshi GreenBolt, GreenBolt Yoshi, you know, but I've been calling Jayzeya just Zelda this entire time. And patrolling Jayzeya to the edge of the blast zone, but not quite killing him this time. Okay, now he has to be super patient on the ledge. Really good time to neutral get up there. It's always very scary because you're focusing on phantom time, and you don't always pay attention to exactly what Zelda's doing at the same time. So maybe you're gonna get red with a roll or a neutral get up, or one of those things. You know, I tend to think of two options of getting off the ledge versus Zelda. That, you know, kind of puts me in a bit of a binary, I guess, when I could think about just timing other options. You know, that's the other thing. Alright, so now at this point, GreenBolt with a pretty commanding lead, only at about 81%, which I guess is not like super bad for Zelda. I mean, one, say, down air lightning kick or a good up out of shield might do it, but GreenBolt taking the ledge, not quite reading a neutral get up per se, but also still hitting jump. And that's a forward smash. I thought it was going to be run up smash, but okay, we've got this situation here where, oh yes, and GreenBolt doing what I myself was a little too afraid to do, and immediately challenging the Phantom off the ledge.
Somewhere else, sorry. Zelda Northern Cave.
Jayzeya does that quite a lot to try and distance himself and keep a little bit of pressure on the ledge so that you can't quite ledge trap him. But if you're aware that they're going to do this, you know, you can go right up and just hit him with a strong move, or really anything at least, just knock him right out of it, cancels the Phantom, because they're never going to just let it go right away. They always have a little bit of time to charge, so you can punish them, you know, just like someone throwing a projectile if you're quick enough. Okay, this is game 3, I believe. Now, will we see a really quick 3-0, or are we going to see good adaptation in the back? Because it looks like GreenBolt has really got Jayzeya's number at this point. So we may be seeing a very fast victory in the end of our second CCSU Summit. Alright, Jayzeya immediately with double dash attack. Went for the lightning kick, but no good thing there. I was also expecting, you know, I'm surprised the up air was the option there. I would have gone for a down air. Down air up B perhaps might have even killed if you were lucky. I'm not sure exactly how much percent it would have done, but... and I want to say that's a Yoshi Super Armor shenanigan. I'm kind of surprised it was off faster. Oh, that might be dead. Okay. Now, Jayzeya this time taking the first stock. Going a little bit more in, at least. At least moving a bit more fast. getting a lot of grabs, but not quite catching the tech chase on the platform. Jayzeya now getting off the ledge, neutral get up, but no phantom setup this time. Now that's a really good up smash, catching that that aerial. Oh, there's so many fast things going on that I'm trying to commentate all at once. A lot of quick decision making having to be done, and that is not just in terms of the players, but in commentary as well. But either way, both of these players definitely fighting it out. GreenBolt trying to, I was about to say, trying to get that kill by poking with back air. And he does that absolutely. So now he wants to definitely start up a nice combo just like that. And at this point, he's being very careful with his advantage state, and to the point where, you know, if Jayzeya is able to neutral beat it out, he's not going to get hit by it as well. Like the perfectly spaced Yoshi up air part of the combo, you know. Nice and careful. Yep. A very common trick that a lot of Zelda players like to do is just land on you and you're expecting like an aerial, but instead you've got neutral beat, which lasts a little while, and it's got enough lag that like you can usually punish it out of shield. But it's also invincible. But you know what's not invincible is Yoshi, as he immediately got up-beat out of shield. He died pretty early off the top. Actually, I have no idea what percent he was at, but still, he's definitely died off the top. So now, in this case, we've got GreenBolt down a stock. So there has been a lot of adaptation, it looks like. Either that or maybe GreenBolt got too comfortable. But at this point, GreenBolt definitely wants to just slow down, get a little more patient, you know. And almost locked down a kill with that forward smash, but not quite. Now, almost, once again, on all of these reads, he's just a moment off on some of them as well. Like neutral get-up reads, you know. And that's going to do it. I don't think he quite thought he was going to get hit by that, and I wouldn't have either. So the DI was maybe a little bit questionable. But now we've got Jayzeya taking a game, which means now it's still anyone's. We have a set, you know, it's not just a blowout.
I figured.
Okay.
And I'll ban Northern Cave, and then I'll ban
Small battlefield or battlefield?
I'll just ban normal big battlefield. What is it? I'll just do normal battlefield.
Alright.
Oh wait, did I not ban Town and City?
No, you banned, I think, what was it?
I did.
Pokemon Stadium 2 and then normal battlefield.
Okay.
Unless you want to change your bans.
What happened?
Unless you want to change your bans.
I guess I'll add Town and City.
Alright, so which ban do you take away then?
I'll take out the battlefield one.
Alright.
Immediately goes to battlefield after hearing that. What an exchange. Yeah. I just paused a little bit to just hear the bans for everybody, and now they're going right to battlefield, which I feel like seems like a really good stage for Yoshi. I feel like it's probably pretty decent for Zelda, being able to set up camp behind under the platforms, and also being able to have that up air that covers a lot of space on that platform. But somehow I feel like it might be slightly better for Yoshi than it is for Zelda, given the amount of damage and the amount of combos that he can get. However, it also gives access to Zelda's ledge cancels, and like I was talking about, the combos, he's immediately taking Jayzeya to almost 70%, mostly because of the platforms. Oh, and that F smash was mere millimeters away from hitting as well. Just a little bit too early on the shield drop, trying to get that probably nair out of shield punish maybe. Man, for a second I thought that if you ever look at Yoshi's foot when he nairs, sometimes it looks a whole lot bigger when he actually kicks, and it probably does get a little bigger. I mean, it's cartoon kind of physics, but I never really noticed that before. So now GreenBolt really's got to challenge some of this stuff going on. Yep, there you go. Okay, so I guess the other advantage of this stage, is definitely for GreenBolt being able to get that spike in the corner. But the one other thing that I was going to mention before that happened is definitely going to be making it a little bit easier to reach GreenBolt when he double jumps off the ledge, because you can hop onto the platform, for example. Or at least you can like stand on the platform and wait for him to come down as well. And right away we have another even game at this point. Well, as soon as I say that, it's suddenly yet another 70%, 80%. You know, that is just the advantage state of Yoshi. You know, you got to be super careful, and that up smash almost connecting. I feel like that covers a lot of space on the platform, but maybe the timing was just very slightly off. And now Jayzeya, let's see. Oh yeah, I was expecting a neutral getup, but he got poked at the ledge. Neutral get up or roll? Okay. I feel like if he's aware that neutral get up is about to be punished, a lot of times he's going for the roll. He's dead. And he's dead for grabbing the ledge, for re-grabbing the ledge. And GreenBolt got a nice and easy down smash that killed him off the side. Okay, alright, and then GreenBolt, oh, very patient. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's actually dead. He's dead.
Good games.
That was very
That was
quick.
very anticlimactic.
And just like that, GreenBolt is your CCSU Summit 2 champion. Congratulations to all players involved. We had our GreenBolt in first, Jayzeya in second, Delay in third, and then for fourth place, I believe we had
Thanks.
Mr.Freeze. That's right, fourth.
Yeah,
And then
it feels really
Bonus
good.
in fifth, as well as
Were you stressing?
Masku, I believe.
Tired. My head
And then
hurts.
seventh, tied for
Usually
seventh,
start
that is. So
playing
like
once
fifth,
my head hurts,
both
but
fifths
more
and
focused
seventh.
on just, like,
We got
getting
seventh,
medicine
that
for
remains
it.
Imago and Chazborn as well. Yeah. Now this was an absolute blast to play in and an absolute blast to commentate as well. So thank you all the viewers for watching. I have no idea who's been watching so far, except if I do know that my buddy Thiefy was watching earlier. Shoutouts to Thiefy. I don't think he's watching right now because he was busy. He had some stuff to work on. But other than that, thank you everybody for watching. Yeah, and I was about to say, why don't we get a talk with the winner, especially maybe a chat with the. Hey, GreenBolt. How do you feel? All right, we got our winner here. We got our second place as well. Congratulations to both of you. We got first, second, and third in the room in this point. That's me. All right, everybody. How do you all feel? Tired? I have no idea. Yeah, talking to that mic. Or that mic, that works too. So I noticed that those past couple games went by so quickly. Like if you watched my set with Jayzeya previously, it was very long, you know.
Yeah.
You kind of rushed him down pretty hard. You know, I think you took advantage of a couple things that I was a little afraid to take advantage of. I feel like, you know.
It's my main thing going into playing against Jayzeya is last night I was thinking about, I'm like, what can Yoshi do against Zelda? What can Sora and Terry do against Zelda? Obviously, like, I've just been in this phase where I'm just like, I could play Yoshi, but I don't really want to. I want to play other characters. I want to play Terry. I want to play Sora. I'm still practicing Sora because I want my Sora to be really good, like better than my Yoshi, honestly. And it hasn't gotten there yet. I mean,
I know the feeling.
Yeah. I mean, I have winter break now, so I could practice whenever I have the time, but that's mainly been it. It's always been going Terry mainly, versus Yoshi sometimes, but I feel like I definitely should. Like when I play 6 AM,
Yeah.
thought about myself Plnat with Terry versus Incineroar, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not going to go well against a PR player like that. I'll just try Yoshi and see what happens. So,
Certainly.
back to like my set with Jayzeya though. So my mindset was, so Yoshi has the best airspeed in the game. Yoshi's also one of the fastest characters in the game. What exactly can Zelda do if I'm out of the range of Phantom? She can't really do too much.
Yeah.
And Yoshi could space aerials, he could drift his aerials too, just like outmaneuver what Zelda wants to do out of shield. Especially like lightning kick out of shield, that's frame forward and backer for Zelda's frame 9. It's a frame 6 move out of shield is 9. And Yoshi can space around that. And just considering that, I just played around his out of shield, I played around Phantom. And I also realized, what can Zelda do to juggle Yoshi? Not really too much, so I can
commented
just,
on that as well. I
Yeah.
thought you had just so much air movement, and there was not a really good chance that you were just going to lock down a solid like up air kill, especially off ledge. Like where a lot of players would like to do, myself included. You do the jump, double jump, and the Zelda will catch you with the up air, for example, off of ledge to
Yeah.
avoid the Phantom. Well, you can jump, double jump, you've got a little bit of armor, and you go so much higher up than Zelda can reach you,
That
for
too.
example.
'Cause I was thinking about like the first game I had with Jayzeya and the first set I had of them early in Winter Semis. I'm just like, you can't really do too much. Like even with Saibi and Guardian, if I just like jump like this, Guardian's gonna go like that. Saibi can only go so far upwards, and I can just drift and maneuver around it. And if he tries to cover me trying to air dodge or drift forward with up air, I can just drift away and just avoid it completely. Like sometimes, yeah, I did get hit by it. I wasn't drifting well enough, but even still, that was like my main things. When I realized that, I'm like, there's not really too much he could do. So now all I really need to do is just punish him while he's at ledge, because I realized like a lot of his habits at ledge, especially like
There was
normal
a
ledge
couple
get
things
up
I
to.
tried to challenge and only ever got to do with say Boomerang, for example, that I was a little too nervous to get. It was like you would neutral get up and then you would jump back Phantom.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should kill you for that, right? But all I would ever do is maybe, I think I hit you for it once. and it was probably in a game that I won, I think, and then I never did it again. But I hit you with Boomerang a couple times, and I was just so nervous.
Yeah, I get that. Cause like I think it was game 2, Jayzeya like jumped off ledge and tried to throw out Guardian. I'm just like, I could just forward air this. Like, what am I doing?
That easy.
And I just did that and I killed him in that game. And also too, what I was thinking about was like, what exactly can Zelda do from ledge? I know Jayzeya likes to do normal ledge get up, so I was anticipating and waiting for that. So I just usually wait for that. If he's like panicking, he usually rolls to stage, so I cover that option. I'd say like last set with him, I covered the option well. This set, he didn't really do as much. I didn't really need to cover it.
Yeah.
And Zelda can't really like. She can try to jump fair from ledge, but
That's
realistically,
weird,
like he's not gonna go for that. So I don't have to really worry about jump from ledge. If he jumps from ledge, usually if he neutral B's, I can wait it out. If he phantoms, as I said before, I can just cover that with forward air, like a preemptive forward air in there. So I just really need to get that like that ledge area locked down, and that's what I did, and I'd say it helped a lot. And then game 4, when he banned PS2 and banned PS2 Kalos, and I think Town and City as well. He didn't ban Battlefield, and I'm like, I could just take him to Battlefield. That's a good stage for Yoshi, and Zelda
I was
can't
commenting
do
on
too
that
much.
too. I kind of figured that like it must be like all right for Zelda, but I think it's probably better for you.
It's much better for Yoshi, and I just took advantage of that with juggles. It's resets as well.
Yeah, you got so much percent on that stage, especially.
Yeah.
Very quick 70% each.
Really
stock.
worked out in my favor too as well. Other than that, I'd say I'm kind of glad Bonus lost to you because I didn't want to play against him.
I know you're not a huge fan of playing
don't
against
like
Roy.
I don't like fighting against Roy. So on one hand I'm like, wow, that sucks on the way he lost. On the other hand, it's just like, well, I can play someone I play with a lot. I'm more comfortable fighting Link than I am Roy.
I would believe that, honestly.
So I was glad about that. And then he also lost some losers, which sucked. But
I think the mentality kind of got to him after losing.
Definitely, because I saw him SD a lot too in losers.
Me versus Bonus came to the point where like he won game 1 pretty convincingly. I won the next 2, and then game 4 he won pretty convincingly. Game 5 at that point, it came to a point where like there came a point where he should have killed me at one point and then didn't, and then I parried his back air where I should have up smashed and then I didn't, and then he should have killed me, but he was slightly slow on his read on my tech, so I ended up beating him.
I remember there's a point too where you're like up B, you're a little bit like you didn't grab ledge yet because he had the back.
He wanted to F smash me at like 50 or something, and he didn't.
That
I literally
too.
said, I'm dead.
He messed that up, which really sucks. Like, I know the feeling. Like, granted, it was against Charlie earlier.
I think I did that to you. You, like, upbeat out a shield at some point, and then I didn't punish it. Because I tried to F-smash you, and you
against my Terry?
No. Actually, you at once, probably. I up-smashed once, and I couldn't cover it. I F-smashed you, and I missed by, like, a millimeter. I think that happened, like, one of the other sets that we played a while ago. It does a lot of steel damage, but it never breaks in one hit. So if I have a little bit of charge and I do both hits, it'll break your shield. Otherwise, I'll do like first F smash, delay it a little bit, and then I'll do 1 and 2. So like if you do something out of it, you're gonna get hit by it. But if you don't, you get your shield broken. And then I have a tech that actually kills you at 30 at the like you die at like 20 to 30% if you get your shield broken by Link. Because down air kills really early for no reason.
I think it's one of the strongest spikes in the game for sure.
Diddy's maybe is a bit stronger.
Yeah, like I know Diddy's and Ganon's are definitely like 2 of the most strongest spikes.
If you do Z drop, landing back air, turn around, Z drop down air, it's a true combo at all percents because it's all set knockback. Although it's easier to connect at say like 50 or 60 plus.
Yeah.
It's a true combo and it kills guaranteed anyone at say 30, just about, like Bowser. Some characters die at 0, especially ones that can't recover all that well.
Yeah, like I think that'd probably kill Wolf for sure.
Oh, definitely.
What else? I guess in regards to the pools, it's kind of like what I expected. Like I play against Charlie. I play against him for years since like 2016. I just like have a strong handle of like what he wants to do. Play against Delay a lot. So I mean, nothing really different there.
Yeah,
Play against Mr.Freeze though.
I think between me and you, things went slightly different. But I thought if I didn't think about this going in. Obviously, going in, I got to be like, I want to beat him. You know, but looking back, it's like I kind of just expected this. Like I figured you'd probably end up beating me, but I had fingers crossed. You know.
Yeah, I mean anything can happen. Like that game
I took
2,
the
for
game
example.
2. Yeah.
Like I had a lead. You were like pretty much a death percent. I
Yeah.
missed, you down air spiked me at like 60 and I
I
died.
think it was 70 or something like that. But yeah, you are right about that. I remember, and that same thing happened against Philly. But I remember
Yeah.
thinking that, and I was like, that's my win condition right now. You know, like, I'm going to go for it because I know
Definitely.
you're vulnerable. It's like, what are you going to do, air dodge?
Especially like where I was too, because I thought I could drift back far enough to like avoid it, but like I just couldn't. It wasn't too much lag.
In fact, I actually waited a little bit. I thought about it. Like, I had enough time to think about it and consider it, and then, yeah, what the heck, went for
Yeah.
it. I was like, there's nothing wrong with going for it. I'm not going to die for it because I'm just going to
Especially
drift
in
back
that
to ledge.
situation. In that situation, going for something like that you haven't tried before is, I'd say, it's optimal.
Yeah.
Because like I wasn't really expecting it, and it just worked out.
Yeah.
Like just saving your cards for a situation like that is really good.
Yeah, I have a really pretty solid like last hit kind of mentality in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
I find so finding things like that have been pretty special. But endurance is a struggle for me, as you might have noticed. Game 4, me versus Jayzeya.
Yeah, your set went on pretty long. I'm not gonna lie.
After
I think,
game
like,
2, he turned to me and he said, "What game is it?"
Yeah, I think it was the game you won. Like it was like
Yeah.
a minute something left. I'm just
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be a long set.
I considered timing you out. Because I'd never timed anyone out in my entire life, but there was a minute and 30 seconds left, and I had 10% less than you. I was like, I'm gonna stay over here. Like, it was like 10 seconds before I ended up killing you, and I forget exactly how I killed you. Probably a forward air at ledge, but... Me too.
Sometimes I do, but like after a while, like I'd say like if say I am on my last stock, my opponent's my last stock, I'll just check the timer again to see like how much time's left. Or if I feel like, oh, this set's taking a very long time, then I'm just gonna check the clock and see where we're at.
Yeah.
It's like for me, like especially like when we're at CCSU and I know like we only have a limited amount of time to do things, I want to try and finish things as fast as possible. I don't want to take my time. But an event like this, where like time's not really an issue, I can just kind of play however I want. Like against Jayzeya in the first set we had, I was playing a lot more patient, and I can afford to because I don't have to like go anywhere. The place isn't gonna get shut down.
Yeah, that's true. We had all the time in the world.
Yeah, so I could just like execute my game plan that I wanted to just do, and it worked.
What do you think, Jayzeya? I haven't heard too much out of you. Why don't you come over to a mic?
Yeah.
That one works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sit right there and we can all talk. Try to speak your head into the camera a tiny bit, though. At least enough to be seen, kind of. A little closer, I think, unless the mic's not sensitive enough. I can't quite hear you through my headset, at least.
I can't either.
Mm-mm.
No, I can't.
Okay, it might be the mic.
Could be.
Oh, there
it's
we go.
off.
Okay, have a
Okay, I can
Yeah, I
hear
can
you
hear you
now.
now.
Nice and clear.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
I don't know how people do losers runs. They're way too stamina intensive.
No, definitely, I agree.
I can't. That's not for me.
So that happened like the first turn of the semester. I played Delay. Delay beat me, and I had to play against Snow and May. I 2-0'd him. I had to play against Griffin. I 2-0'd him. Then I had to play against Delay again. And I
Yeah.
think I beat you 3-1.
It was losers finals,
Yeah.
3-1, yeah.
And then I played Bonus. So I went to Game 5. Won the Game 5. I was at a one. Oh, he had 3 stocks and I had 1, and I just somehow won that. I think he was messing up a lot too.
Yeah.
Then the reset's a 3-0, and that was just completely burnt after that. I can only imagine how bad it is for like actual like tournaments where there's way more people.
I used to have to make a lot of losers runs. I would like win my first set, lose my next set, and then I'd have to play like 4, and until I get to top 8. Back when Central used to have a good amount of people in our
Yeah.
tournaments, you know, we'd have like 30 or something like that.
Wow.
And it's never been all that bad, but it always comes to the point, at least it used to, where I would autopilot through everybody, and then I would get to top 8, and I would lose because I had to actually start thinking about what I was
Yeah.
doing versus the opponents, and I would just continue to autopilot and lose. Wouldn't think about adaptation for the most part. I would just continue doing the same stuff over and over and over again, and that usually worked out for some people. You know, where I'd
There's
only
others
really
that
think
wouldn't.
about like, all I had to think about was ledge trapping usually.
Yeah.
And now it's come to the point where I'm a lot better at doing that, and I think that definitely shows in well how I've done today, for example. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3rd. That's a lot better than what happened last time.
Yeah, last time I got 5th.
Yeah, I think you got.
Yeah.
It's either 4th or 5th.
It might have been. I don't know. I beat Plnat.
Like,
I
who'd
lo-
you lose to in losers?
I lost to Bonus at some point.
Yeah, but I think
That
that
was
was in
winners.
winners. Maybe. Actually, no, because I think I played
I lost
Bonus.
to you in pools.
Yeah, you lost to me in pools.
Bonus, and then 2nd place. I think.
I got
I lost to you,
3rd.
didn't I?
Yeah,
might have
I
lost
think
to
you
you.
lost to Jayzeya in semis, and then I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of who you lost to in losers. I know you beat Plnat.
Yeah, I beat Plnat. I reversed 3-0'd Plnat.
Yeah.
Wait, Griffin plays.
I think he got
Griffin
7th.
went, yeah, he got 7th.
I'm trying to think. Like I'm pretty sure you got 4th.
It might have been. I can't remember. I definitely lost to 2nd and 3rd.
Oh, I think I know what
and
happened.
first,
You played Bonus for 4th, then Bonus beat you, because then Bonus played
That's
me.
right, yeah, Bonus
and then
played you, and
Bonus
then
beat
beat you.
me, and then he played Jayzeya.
I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that made sense. I lost to you in winners because we were in separate pools, and I had to fight
Yeah.
you like winners round 2 or something, or 1 or 2, something
I
like
think it
that.
was like winners semis. I think you versus Jayzeya
Oh, it
was
was
winners
winners-
semis.
it was winners-
And me versus Bonus on the other
Wait.
side, winners semis.
Because I was 2nd in my pool, so I
Yeah.
would have played.
You
I
played
would've played-
Jayzeya, who's the first of his pool.
So yeah, so I lost to you in the first round of winners, and then I beat Plnat for 5th, and then
Yeah.
I lost to Bonus for 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the improvement versus Bonus. I feel like I mentioned this to him before, that I felt as if Bonus used to definitely have the leg up on me. You know, like he was definitely better than me, and now it's come to the point where I've told him that I feel like we're close to even, but he's still kind of got my number a little bit. I gave
Yeah.
him like the even or losing, like the -0.5 matchup chart.
It definitely seems like there's points where I think it was game 4 on
Oh,
PS2.
he like destroyed me game 4.
Or maybe it was game 3 where he was at a huge deficit and then he managed to almost bring it back and beat you. Well,
Yeah.
almost beat you, but then I think he killed him like up smash.
Yeah.
Things like that. Or
I, like,
even
parried
the
something, I think it
reverse,
was, yeah.
where I think it was game 2. I think you almost decimated him.
Yeah. One of those. And then I forget exactly what it was. Yeah, there's like our sets go back and forth nowadays, and it comes
Yeah.
like it's a washout every game. And it's not like a 3-0, it's a game 5 washout each game, and it's just we trade. You know, it's really weird. I think it was game 2 or 3. I remember like when I 2-framed him with an F tilt at ledge, and I was like, oh shit, that's like kind of hard to do.
Oh.
And I 2-framed him, and then I killed him off of it, and I was at like 12, and I was like, okay, I win this match, and I almost 3-stocked him, and then
He
he
brought it
did a bit of a
back.
comeback, and I still
Yeah.
won, but man, that was scary.
The thing in situations like that, you just like have to keep to your game plan and not just like think about like, oh, he has
Yeah.
1 stock left, I have 3, I can just start autopiloting, because I know
yeah,
like that's something.
even against you, I'll do
Yeah.
that. It's because I'll whip up my bomb and go, I'll just kill him at 0.
The thing that happened with like me versus Plnat last summit too, where like I was at a huge deficit. I was like kill percent, any throw he
Oh, I
doesn't
think I watched
killed
that,
me,
yeah.
and then he just started playing dumb, to be quite honest. And then like I managed to win just because of that. I took huge advantage of that. The situations like that, you just need to remain calm, just stick to your game plan.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like I think it was one of the games against Jayzeya, I was at a deficit, and I just stayed composed and just like continued my game plan. It just worked out for me.
Yeah. I think I remember commentating on that at some point. I remember you were a stock down, you ended up winning that game.
Yeah. It's like I know what I need to do, I know what he wants to do, and I know the deal with it, so it's just a matter of me executing it. That's mainly just how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, anyways, this was a fantastic event. You know,
Yeah.
I love the amount of talent that we had here. And I think I mentioned that a couple times on stream. You know, we have so many good players that have to battle it out between each other. And I feel like between a bunch of us, there's a lot of us that have stakes in like possibly winning this event even.
Oh,
You know?
definitely.
It's not just like for free anymore.
Oh
for
yeah,
some people,
definitely
you know?
not.
When was it for free?
I mean, I'd say like back then when like Napkins was still here
Yeah.
for like a while.
Yeah, and I know 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say like back then, like, cause he was a lot better than everybody.
For a while.
Yeah, because it was like there's like Napkins in the gap, then me, and
Yeah.
then there's like a huge gap. But now it's a lot closer.
Now it's like we're starting to take sets off of you. you
Yeah.
know? So it's not necessarily just like you actually have to start like focusing up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I
versus
can't
us,
just
you
like
know?
play brain dead and just win
Yeah.
against like some people anymore. I have to like actually,
Especially me, you
Yeah.
gotta just mash on me if you wanted to.
because I can't just be like, oh, I just win this anyway. I don't really have to care, because
Yeah.
that kind of attitude is what cost me some sets. Like against you earlier
Yeah,
this
earlier in the
semester,
year,
I just went
yeah.
Sephiroth. I'm like, I'll just win like I usually do, and
I
that
took you
didn't happen.
I took you to Smashville and I beat you pretty bad for that reason. I'm pretty
I don't think it
sure
was
game.
that one. It
Well,
was,
actually, no.
yeah, that was a
you made a
different
pretty good
time.
comeback, I think, that time. You were like
Might
down
have
like
been.
3 stocks to 1, and then you got wing, and then you like.
I think you're thinking of a tournament last year. Because like earlier this semester when we played, I went Sephiroth game 1, I won, and then you beat me game 2, and then I went Yoshi and you beat me again.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I remember like
Okay.
last
I thought you
year.
went Terry that time. I thought it was,
No,
Terry,
in
then
losers.
Yoshi later.
No, in losers I went Terry, then I went Yoshi.
That's right.
I think what you're talking about before was like when I
That
played
was
Sephiroth.
a while ago.
Yeah.
It was like Sora and Sephiroth that you were
Yeah,
going
I
for.
was playing Sephiroth, and I just made a huge comeback.
Yeah.
I don't like playing Sephiroth. I don't like how fragile he feels. And you mess up, and then you just get bullied,
Yeah,
and
I
then you
remember
just die.
playing Zero Suit against you and just bullying you out of shield.
Yeah, I just
'cause
have to sit there and take it, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a funny thing is like Zero Suit hates when people shield, but like
Yeah.
at the same time I would just jump around you until you didn't feel comfortable in shield, and then what do? You know?
It's like things like I want to punish, I know I can punish other characters, but Sephiroth just can't. So that's
Yeah.
probably just a me thing with Sephiroth, honestly. Which is why I don't really
Well,
play
you
him
also
anymore.
don't have like good out of shield options.
That as
you know?
well.
Like I'm just gonna like jump near you and threaten, and you can't like jump near. You're just gonna get hit on reaction.
Yeah,
you
it's like
know?
I parry you, and then what? Like I
Yeah.
up tilt, I jab.
I'm waiting for you to drop shield. You know when I do
Yeah.
that. And that's like I remember I think I like nerf flick kicked you once or twice in the same game
Yeah.
when we were doing that. You
I
know?
remember that.
I was like, cause I was just fishing for like, just to like wait for you to do something out of shield and punish it. You know, like that was my game plan. I guess you wouldn't call it fishing, but you know,
I mean, it worked.
it did work. I mean, well, something I learned is you go in with a win condition. You know,
Yeah.
and you think like this is what you got to do, and that's for every matchup. And at some point, I learned that with Zero Suit versus Sephiroth. I was like, oh, you know, this has got to be like not great for Sephiroth then. You know, as I realized like I can just bully you.
Yeah, that's what I like realized more and more, which is why I think Sephiroth definitely the worst Fighters Pass 2 character. I think Sora's definitely better.
Yeah.
Remember people used to think Kazuya was bad.
Remember
It's
when
definitely
people used to
not.
think that Sephiroth was like top 15?
I remember that. I remember DeBuzz said he was a top 2 character, and I'm like, that's crazy, because he's definitely not.
No, I think everybody says that about a DLC character as soon
Yeah.
as they come out.
Like, I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was that good. 'Cause my
Sora
whole
is
thing-
Smash 4 Bayo again?
Yeah. 'cause
Up B into side B?
Sora's, like, opinion on him was weird, because at the start people thought he was really good, and then Meister and DeBuzz kind of ruined his reputation for a bit. And
Well-
because they tried to have pocket Soras, and their pocket Soras weren't really good.
Do like down throw jab when everybody else is
Yeah.
getting 0 to deaths off down throw and stuff.
And then, like, people, because I kept saying, like, Kameme is actually really good Sora. Wait until he comes to the US. The second he does, people are going to change their mind. And what happened? Kameme showed up, he beat a ton of top players, and he's supposedly losing matchups for Sora. And now everyone thinks Sora's, like, really good. Shocker.
Didn't he get second place to like Light, I think?
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
tournament,
He
you know?
beat Sonics. I know he beat Esam at one tournament too. He beat Icy Mist.
Yeah.
Who else did he beat that tournament? I know he beat MVD in another
He beat
tournament
Zamba
too.
at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh wait, he beat Zamba. I forgot about that.
Did he beat him like twice?
He beat him
Zamba's like, what
twice.
do you do against Sora?
And the second time Zamba tried going like his secondaries, and that
Yeah.
just didn't work out well at all.
Zamba's secondaries are not necessarily fantastic.
I mean, his Lucina's good. Well, it's
He
weird.
went Link once, and I was
Yeah.
like, he's. I
He
remember
used to main
watching
Link
him.
though. from what I
Yeah,
remember.
he has a lot of Link habits.
Yeah.
And the thing about Link, and here's the thing that a lot of the Link players will tell you, the reason we don't have a lot of top reps, you know, or like people that are just like broken into the actual top like PGR, is because Links have too many bad habits. There's double jump in air, there's back air out of shield, stuff like that. There's fishing for bomb combos, which
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
I mean, I've seen you do that too.
yeah. You know, back air out of shield and fishing for bomb combos are my two biggest ones, for example.
Yeah.
But if I were to figure stuff out, and it's also like, we don't have fantastic fundies across the board because
That too.
character is not a super fundamental character. He likes really weird shit. You know, for one, there's that, and there's matchup inexperience is another one. Because a lot of
Yeah.
Links just don't get out places. You know, we don't go where.
And then there's just like some matchups really bad for Link that are just common as well.
like Lucina
Yeah.
and Snake. Although Snake, the thing is, most Snakes don't really know how to play the Link matchup and will just camp you. If you camp Link as Snake, you get out camped. That is what I learned, especially through playing some other Snakes like Ritual and Arnold/Jesus.
Yeah.
You know, you can't
mean,
out camp Link if you're Snake.
Arnold's
You
gonna
have-
camp no matter what you do, honestly.
Yeah. Hey.
What was I gonna say?
But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you probably have to have a secondary, or you have to be super versed in a matchup. Because like now that I know the Snake matchup well enough, I kind of destroy some Snakes when I play them. Like I played a Snake online, and I like 3-stocked them, and I was like, isn't this my worst matchup? You know, there's a difference between like
What?
top
Depends on
15.
who you ask, honestly.
I want to ask you,
Do I think he's top 15?
I think he's top 20 maybe.
and if not, name 15 characters.
Let me get the
They
roster.
don't have the characters like that in front of them.
Yeah.
Although I think it's strange when you say name your top 20, and then you're like, oh, well, this
Oh,
character
it's right
is, this
there.
character is, but you don't really
Oh,
think about
what,
the
the
tier
blue one?
list all in order.
Yeah, that's mine.
Like I might say Link's top 25, and then I might count 25 better characters than Link.
Good.
But I just feel like he's in that range. Mostly because like the top 20 to 30 are like all interchangeable in that area.
Why, does he actually want it?
I wanted it, but it's your win, so that's why I want it.
Oh wait, you want this one?
I don't care which one.
Oh. I mean, I could get you a GameCube controller.
Yeah, Mox is top priority for controllers. He needs some beat master.
Yeah, I've got my own controller here, so like, I'll say if none of the top 2 or 3 want it, then I can. I mean, I don't need it, you know.
It's up to them.
Oh yeah, Brian, your charger, by the way. Top 5? I didn't say Sonic. Let me look at the roster. Maybe I did. I said depends on who you ask.
You said Sonic's top 5 with.
I think it came out really well.
What was it? You said Joker or Aegis?
Oh, I said Joker, Aegis, Sonic, I'd say as well.
The boy.
Steve, and then
Sold him.
sold him, huh? Oh, and Kazuya.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I am the
I mean, Breath of the Wild Link wouldn't have.
And then like for other characters, I'd say that are better than Mario, I'd say Roy, Shulk. Yeah.
Shulk,
Roy, Shulk, Lucina, Snake.
If there were more Shulk players, I think people would agree.
Oh, Cloud, depending on who you ask. Palutena, depending on who you ask too.
Cloud
Oh,
is top
Palutena is
5.
definitely better. No, I'm saying like characters that are better than Mario.
Oh, better than Mario? Oh, yeah, Shulk's better than
Palutena
Mario.
for sure. Forgot about her.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
agree on that one.
I don't know about
Sorry,
Mario.
I don't think so.
I think
Wario's better?
so?
Yeah, I would say.
I mean, Mario's
Oh,
weird.
Mario better than Terry?
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah. So I'd say like in regards to my characters at least, like depending on who you ask, like Yoshi could be considered top tier. If you're saying like, oh, 30 characters are top tier, then
Well,
like
then,
sure.
in that case, Link is top tier, but
Yeah.
I don't say that.
But I'd say like generally, if you're saying top tier is like 15 characters or 20, I'd say Yoshi's not, and Yoshi's high tier. I'd say Sora's high tier.
I agree. I think Yoshi, Sora, and Link are of similar placements.
No,
No.
not right now.
High tier,
Bro, Dustin, ever since you lost this.
No, ever since I lost to Sora, and then I started watching Kameme, and I seen all the stuff that he's doing.
Well, it's because Mario's easier. Mario does similar stuff, but he's so much easier.
Yeah.
I'll bring it on stream too. He lost to Lizzie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why is like lose to Lizzie?
Wizzy has problems.
Everyone's.
Metric. Because Lizzie lost to like a Bowser
Yeah.
player.
And Lizzie lost to a
And
G.
Dedede, yeah.
Easy on Lizzie.
You know,
Nah, I mean, he kept trying to say he was the best Mario in the world. He clearly was. He was like, oh, give me some time, guys.
When Jake switched
Huh?
to Mario on Yoshi's and got
Don,
3 stocked
what
by
do you
K.
mean?
Rool.
Like, isn't he also?
I mean, he's a Mario. He's not like one of the best in the world.
It was
He's
it was
PR.
it was a
He's
Smash
PR
World
though.
Tour set from like a year or 2 ago, and he played Kirby Kid.
Yeah,
Kirby
he's like,
Kid qualified
I think
by
10th in
3-stocking on
Connecticut.
Yoshi's story. On Yoshi's,
But then like people like a shot, it's no
he got destroyed. You
So I
know?
mean, what the heck? Oh,
I was gonna say I missed all of that.
yeah.
Yo, where are we putting Jigglypuff?
What?
But yeah, can I
else?
just say, at least for the stream, so many people in this room, you know, can do so well if we all went to locals. Like, there's so much talent, you know.
I mean,
I
yeah.
look around and it's like, sheesh, guys.
Locals.
O2. Okay, but hear me out.
JJ.
Everyone,
Oh, it's
everyone
real.
goes through a point. Everyone goes through a point where you go O2 at some point.
I got fucked over during the summer. I had to play a shot in losers round 1. Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that
you
was
played
so
Red
good.
Burpo and then you played him.
Yeah, because let's call it a shot. Just decided to
He is a
be.
DD player, yeah.
I mean, he's
He also,
decent
the thing
though.
is, he's also really good.
What?
Yeah, he did. And Dragon
Yeah.
Beast also like. And wait, hear me out though. Dragon Beast. So Dragon Beast took a game off of Ling, and Ling plays DDD. That's the other thing too. Like Ling must know that matchup super well.
I mean,
Like,
he is.
well, but also he knows how to abuse the DDD stuff.
Yeah.
How many people here can say they're super comfortable with the King DDD matchup?
One thing is though,
You're
like,
Kazi.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna get ledge trap for a million years.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, boo
That's why
Mr. Zero the
that's
Death
why
right
I've lost to
here.
him. You know, that's why I've lost to him. I got ledge trapped by him.
What was I going on about again? But yeah, like I went 0-2 during the summer because I played Red Burpo in winners against this Falco, and then a shot out here is like, oh, let me play Peach and just not try and lose. I have to play him in losers. I'm like, are you serious right now? That got me annoyed. Like all these people laughing at me. I'm like, wow. It's like, all right, man. I see how it is.
It's okay, especially at Vortex. That's like one of the most stacked locals in like the New England area.
Yeah, I know that. Just wait until I'm back on the team.
can't make
It's
it to Hog.
over.
If I ever can make it to
I
Hog,
swear, like every time they even consider going to local, Eddie's just staring at me like, "Are you serious?" Like Eddie's. Let me put the message. Eddie said.
Yeah.
He said if they switch characters, not going until Jan. That's different.
Let me find it. I
And
remember
yeah,
talking
if you're
about
watching
recently.
this, Ashad, yeah, you're not going to locals until January.
I'm not.
Yeah,
going
but
to
he
local.
might at
That's
some
why you're the
point.
worst Min in the Min tier list.
Oh my god. Worst Min is beating all these PR players. That's interesting.
Well, it's like worst top player Min kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know? And he's like a pseudo top player at this point in Connecticut.
Never forget, Brian, my spin dashless Sonic doing this good against his Min Min.
Oh my
But at the same time, I think it's
Oh,
just
gosh.
because
You
like
didn't need to say it's super hard.
Oh no. Not the villain.
wait.
The main villain.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah, he
didn't
said
know.
it to me before. He's like pseudo PR players like me. Like, there's no such thing as pseudo PR. You're either
well,
PR
I
or
say
you're
that as in
not.
like he's got like PR wins, but he's
Oh,
not
I mean,
on
yeah.
PR.
There's
You know,
definitely like those people that get to like the
like hindsight. You'd call hindsight something like that, you know, because hindsight gets a
Oh,
right,
yeah.
but he's not PR right now.
like the honorable mentions on the PR list.
Yeah.
You know?
Bro.
But they exist.
Where you didn't quite make top
Okay, I
10
found
this
it. Yeah,
season.
so every
but
time
you
I'm like,
did
let me
do-
go to local, I get stuff like, I look at you, I look in, and I see you with the white Air Forces headphones. I'm like, I want to see him play games. I want to see him run.
What?
Oh, my like track teammates, because they want me back on the team. Because I've been like practicing to try and come back.
Central Yard just for my
Huh?
charisma alone.
Wait, what did you say?
The charisma.
Yeah, that was last summer, so I couldn't really run. And my coach was like, "Oh, I guess you're bad then. Sorry."
I hope I at least get
But then,
some
like this
honorable
summer, I've been
mention
training so
in
much,
Connecticut.
and I was like, end up being like
I
basically
don't
like
know if
best
I'm
person on
gonna
the
make
team.
PR
But I have to like
anytime.
prove it at a meet. That's
But
my
I do want to
issue.
be like that
So I'm
guy.
gonna like try and
where
do that.
people say,
during
oh, you know
tournament.
that Link player from Connecticut, and people say, oh, Delay, yeah, he's sick.
Huh?
That's who I want to be.
January through like early March is indoor, and then
There's-
like
there's
late
me,
March
there's
to
Vestation, there's
June and
Impetros.
for outdoor.
There used to be Brent. There was a fifth one.
God.
No, what's his name?
Dude, I'm out here
Shane.
playing Terry, and it's
There's a
getting the
lot of
job
Link
done.
players in
Okay,
Connecticut
like
right now.
Zeus says my Terry's
So,
bad,
like,
and
being
yet
the
it does
best
this
of,
well.
of like 5 is pretty cool. Yeah.
Alright, y'all. We'll beat you up. Hey,
All right.
See ya.
Hey, I'll see you
Live
later, man.
stream? Oh, you're not the worst.
Yeah, I
I'll
just
see
think
you
it's
later,
funny
Dustin.
though. Cause like I remember like me and Zoo talked about it before, and he was just like, "Yeah, your Terry's not very good." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, but somehow it always does this well against people."
It's because crack shoot, I think.
I
It's
mean-
like I take so much damage from trying not to get hit by crack shoot and
the
getting hit by
second
it
I see you
anyways.
jump, I'm like, "It's crack shoot time."
I know, dude.
Actually, so
I love the part when he said it's crack shooting time, and then he started crack shooting all over the place.
honestly, I think that looks pretty crack.
I mean, oh my god.
I mean, shoot.
I can't
yeah,
say
it's
that on
like
stream.
it's that, and just like the other thing, like with Terry, I'm just like trying to parry everything everyone tries to do. But then against characters like Zero Suit, I try to do that, and I can't really do that, and I just get bodied.
Yeah, he feels like I'm
You know, Haas is
Apparently-
moving away.
back.
Yeah.
Haas is moving to Florida, back to Florida.
The shot said
Terry player,
like the only
one
Terry
that-
that's better than mine is like Green Guy, which I think is funny. He's like I don't even like input charge rising tackle to ledge. I just do the regular version. I'm so good at snapping to ledge with it. I never get punished for it.
Yeah, I always try to two-frame you with it, but also Link has like no really good two-framing
Yeah.
options. You kind of just F tilt and hope.
That's true.
Local players? Now stop talking shit about college level players.
Oh my god,
Or
college level.
Yeah, it's funny.
I see you, Don.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
That's wild. I'm not saying all that though.
Did Blitz talk shit
Oh.
about college players?
No, it's just
Blitz
like
always
this meme
seems like
because
such a
like
nice guy.
Fuck Min, that's why.
no, this
Oh,
is
it's because he lost. to
it's just
Snow,
a meme
though.
because like
You
Zoo
know.
would say like, oh, college level and whatever, and then like, I'm seeing
think
these
college
college
level is
level, yeah.
It's like when you're college level, it's like you're talking about your college level PR or something like that.
No,
when
he
you
means,
actually
like,
go out
skill
into the
level.
state, you know.
Yeah.
Be careful who you call college.
But I think it's funny because like I mean obviously like he understands
Wait
he's
until I
wrong.
graduate
But
college
then,
and I'm
like,
no longer a
You
college.
see so-called college levels beating PR players, so I mean, how like college level players clear aren't that bad. Like
And it's so stupid
Yeah.
too, because it's
Well,
like we're fucking in college. We have shit to do.
That's true. Like I was still going to
Yeah.
locals when I was doing my senior recital, my culmination of my entire degree this semester. You know,
oh,
like
my
of
bad
course
for being
I
an
fell off a
athlete
little
and
bit. I don't
having
have
a
time to play this
job.
game. You know,
Don't have a car either. Oh, my bad. Not spending most of my time going to like 3 locals a week.
and I feel bad like we're shit talking the entire state of Connecticut right now, but because I love a lot of the players in Connecticut.
We're
But
not doing good PR for ourselves right
Oh.
now.
No,
I mean,
we're
all I'm
not.
saying is just like the whole college level thing was annoying. Because like that's not even just like what does that even mean? I think like honestly.
I think there's just a stigma. There's a stigma that the people who are like I'm best at my college aren't
Oh.
actually good in.
I mean,
in, like,
yeah, I get
local
that.
level.
But I'm like I'm not saying that because like
we have
obviously I
people
played a
that get,
lot.
like consistent
Oh.
top 8s in locals.
I
From
mean,
our
yeah,
college, you know.
that's what I mean. Like that doesn't make sense. Like even before Ultimate, like I played Smash 4 and I do decently in Smash 4 events. And even at locals before and I play them, it's not like I do terribly. Even now, it's like I'm not the best player here anymore because the shot
Yeah.
has that. But even still, like before, I always said like he was good. And if he goes to locals, I'm sure he beat most of these people. And then lo and behold, he did.
Yeah.
Because
I
like
think
he has
also
a mind.
no
like,
one has any min matchup experience.
I mean,
either.
I'm surprised they don't. With
The
like
fu-
how much they play online.
Yeah, I will say I feel like the only couple people who seem to actually know the min matchup are people that have beaten Snow.
I mean,
like people who
true.
talk about knowing it, like the actuary. And,
I mean, yeah,
you
because
know.
I mean, as Ashad said, like he plays against like top min-mins, so that's a bad match for Gisela, so that's how he knows it so well. But for me, like I don't really struggle against min-min that much. Like obviously, I keep joking around saying like I don't find fighting min-min that hard at this level. But again, like at the end of the day, like Ashad is human. I mean, Snow and May is human too, but
Yeah.
just like gotta keep like just looking at his habits. Like that's why, especially I'd say like Don when he first played went to game 5 and he lost, and then not game 3. The next time they played, Don 3-0'd him pretty convincingly because he just
Yeah.
like picked up on his habits, exploited them, and lost. That's what
Yeah.
happened. I mean, Bonus is the same thing too. Is like Bonus understands that Snow and May is just not really good at ledge, so he's always just consistently ledge trapping him. That's why he doesn't do so well.
Yeah.
Or like me, I just understand his habits in general, so that's why I don't have too many issues with him. Like I could play Sonic, I could play Yoshi, I could play Terry, even Sora now. It's not that big of an issue for me when I play against him. Just because like I understand like his habits as a player, and you like understand things like that, it just becomes a lot easier. It's more because at that point it's like I don't really need to think too much about fighting your character. I just need to think about fighting you. And if I know how to fight you, and just get around all the other stuff, then it's easy. That's
I
the way
think
I
there's
look
some
at it.
truth to that, but there's also like some things. Say like somebody does something specific in the character. What if you don't know how to punish a specific?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that too.
So like, if you're getting gimmick, that's a character knowledge that
Yeah.
you gotta learn.
It's
you
like
know?
with Steve. Like I didn't understand how safe his moves was until like I played
Yeah.
against one before. And I'm like, oh, okay, I understand now.
It's that, and it's like I think a couple of us have lost the DDD player, for example, at this
I mean,
point.
yeah.
Now, you know, and it's stuff like inhale. Trying to do with DDD inhale from someone who's using it smartly. You know, it's hard. You know, it's knowledge. If you don't know how to punish that, like I don't know how to punish that. Let's be honest. I don't know how to punish.
Wait,
DDD.
what about your laptop,
Let me
Ryan?
get-
What about your laptop?
My laptop's in here.
Oh, you have everything?
You said you lost it.
Oh.
Oh no, I couldn't find it until it was like shoved in some blanket or some crap.
Oh yeah, I just think like, especially like, there's just college players that are good. Obviously, there's college players that aren't really good. Just play for fun, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a good amount of college players that actually are good at the game, just don't have the time to play
Yeah,
or
like,
the dedication to, and don't want to like spend so much money on locals either.
Yeah, like a good friend of mine, Mixies.
Yeah.
At UConn. He's a
UConn.
really good Rob player who doesn't really get out to locals for the most
Yeah.
part, but he does pretty decently. You know, when he typically wins the UConn tournaments, or at
Yeah, I
least
think he's
gets
like
like
a top
second or
seed
third.
there, from what I remember.
Yeah, he was top seed for a while. I think Haas beat him recently.
Yeah.
Once or twice, and a couple people have finally beaten him as well. But he's a consistent threat for winning the
I
tournament.
think he also beat Snow and May as well.
He narrowly beat me the one time we played in bracket. It was
Jeez.
It was what, for 5th, I think. It was for 5th and 4th, and it was game 3, and I DI'd wrong on an up air.
Oh.
I was
like
on the
that.
right side, and I DI'd right, and it sent me left.
Yeah, things like that. It's like Rob up air, Mario down air. Luigi Cyclone, like if you just DI it wrong,
You just die for
Yeah, you
like
just
really
die.
early. Rob Up Air won't kill until like 140 in certain situations if you DI it right, but then you die at like 90 for no reason
yeah,
if you DI it wrong.
it'd be like that. Little things like that just can really like mess you up, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want to play more eventually. Like I want to like first and foremost like be back on the team. So then like when I go to locals, I don't feel like oh, and being at locals, I could spend this time just resting my legs instead of being out here focusing on Smash, like staying there till like midnight, coming back, not getting enough rest, and just like feeling tired the entire day afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that. Don't want my teammates to feel like disappointed or like annoyed. Like, wow, you got like no sleep again. It's like, yeah, I just don't want to like deal with that. I just want to get that out of the way first. Once I do, then like, yeah, sure, I'm like down to go to more locals. That's my main thing. So
I think
hopefully
it'd
that
be really
happens.
cool to see a lot of our central players go because at
Yeah.
this point the consistent locals goers are me, Snow, and Imago.
Imago, yeah.
I'd like to see a lot of us go, especially Bonest. I think Bonest, if he started going to a lot of locals, would be a consistent threat. He'd be like one of those like, you know, PR gatekeeper
I think so
kind of players.
too. I'd say like one of his biggest issues is playing as characters not too familiar with. I've noticed like that could just really mess him up. And then like I wouldn't say it's a big issue, but just sometimes his mentality.
I would say that too.
Because like if he just loses, like for example, like against Tay beat him, and then he was like annoyed for the rest of the bracket, and then Imago
yeah.
beat him too in losers. He almost
And it was
lost to
good on
Arnold
Imago,
too.
though.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, obviously it was good on his end. But then things like Bonus, like switching to other characters like as a last ditch effort, and just don't work out.
It worked out once for him though,
Yeah,
versus
things-
me when he
yeah,
switched to Palutena, and
Palutena.
it just like threw me off.
But historically, like, it just doesn't really work,
Yeah.
which sucks. Like I think if he can get that figured out, then like he'll be golden.
And I think what would really help him is going to locals and getting more consistent. Because
Yeah.
the more you play, the more you get a better mindset. You know, don't worry too much about losing, and also you get more matchup experience. You know, you
As
play
well.
online and stuff like that, you get some matchup experience, but offline is a little different as well.
Oh, definitely.
You know, like
All right, see ya.
you see the difference between like I know the Ike matchup.
Yeah.
I know like everything I need to do in that matchup, and I figured a little bit of that stuff out the first time I played Mr.Freeze, and now I know really well what to do. I was playing him in friendlies. I think I lost maybe one game.
Yeah. I get it. Because, like, even, like, with me, like, when I play against Mr.Freeze, obviously I lost that first game. Like, I recognized immediately like, what I was doing wrong in the moment. Then just games 2 and 3,
Yeah.
I just, like, won them pretty... Okay, I wouldn't say that convincingly, but I still, like, won those games.
Relatively convincing.
Yeah.
You know?
So I just understood, like, what I needed to do to beat him. I understood what he tried to do.
Yeah.
Is, like, play around Nair,
You
play around his
definitely wanna-
tomahawks,
Yeah.
and just, like, punish him shielding. Because he uses shields after Nairing anyway.
Yeah, it's a little telegraphed when he wants to tomahawk, for example.
Yeah.
Like I'll up his tomahawk, for example. He won't just land in shield. You know.
I'd say, like, even funny enough, like, playing Kingdom Hearts, playing the data battles, just, like, helps me be more aware. Because, like, you can't just, oh, I'm just going to, like, preemptively do this. It's not going to work. You have to, like, react more.
That's something I was trying to tell my girlfriend when she was fighting some of the organization members in Kingdom Hearts 2, for example. It's like you have to let them come to you. Like
Yeah.
don't push the button until you know that they're going to strike. Then you can figure out their attack patterns and you block or reflect. You know.
Yeah, because that's how I, like, dealt with Mr. Freeze, really. Like, I just thought of, like, that. Like, playing against Yuzora. Like, you can't just preemptively do stuff, as I learned the hard way so many
Yeah.
times, because
A
you
lot
just
of
get
people-
blown up and die.
For Yozora, they tell you calmly study Yozora's attack
Yeah.
patterns. They say calmly because it's important. You want to run around the field. You don't have to mash dodge roll the entire time. For example, walk around, figure out what he's going to do, what the order of his attacks are, what can you block, what can't you block. You know, and you can
Yeah.
tell what you can't block as it glows blue.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like the hardest part for me with that was just, again, just like I need to remember, like I know what he's trying to do, just like react to it. And like once I did that, that's when I just won outright.
All right. Well, we have reached the end of the day.
Yeah.
The end of the tournament. You know, probably the end of the stream. So if anybody's still watching, I just want to say thank you guys all for watching. You know, I had a good time. I hope you guys had a
Same.
good time watching.
It's been
Congrats
fun.
to our winners. Well, our winner and, you know, our top 3, you know. I guess that makes it my... Yeah, and make sure to like and subscribe, you know. I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to be me signing off. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
I just want to say, like, it was a pretty fun event. Like, memes aside about the Connecticut players, I think they're pretty much, for the most part, fine people. Like,
I
wouldn't-
actually really like a lot of
yeah,
Connecticut
I'd say they're
players,
genuinely
you know.
good people.
I don't want it to seem, if there's any Connecticut players watching, that I'm like
I mean, yeah.
talking crap about you. I'm not trying to. I don't mean it. I just want to have support for my college level players, I guess. You know, our other college players that come out to play, because some of us are pretty good. But I love many of you dearly. You know,
Yeah,
very
it's
good friends
like-
of mine.
Some of us these need more opportunities to just go out there and just show ourselves, improve our skill.
Yeah,
It's
and
like the main thing.
let's be honest, everyone's first couple locals are gonna go badly.
Yeah,
you know,
it happens. You
Um,
can't just be perfect right away. We're
Like
just,
in
really
college, you
good.
go and you do well at your first local if you're good at the game, for example. But then you go to an actual local, you go to. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. Everyone gets those nerves. Even if you think you won't, you probably will.
Everyone starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
The main reason I didn't go to many brackets this semester was because I was busy. But like over break, if you're going to like a tournament that's in the area, you could always hit me up and I could
True.
go with.
Well, I try to go to Vortex every Tuesday.
So could you like tell me what Vortex, like what days you are going to Vortex?
It's-
and then,
I'll probably be going almost every week except for like I won't go next week. I think because that's gonna be right around Christmas.
yeah,
But
but like whenever you are going, like just tell me day of,
Yeah.
and then I'll see like my schedule and I'll be like, all right, I can go,
Cool.
and then I'll go with you.
because at least the very least you want to do is
Setups
play
for
some
from
players there. Like even if you don't do one bracket, you
like
definitely want to get friendlies. It'll be super valuable.
I want to play more Smash. I want to find my main
So,
that I
yeah.
actually like.
I'm guessing
I
Gamer's
want to
Guild is
play
like
the
the
game some more.
vendor.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's holding me back is like I want someone
Okay.
to be there.
Yeah.
I can like fall back on like, oh,
Okay. I'm
Everyone's
guessing a
busy.
variety.
It took me a
games
while to go to locals
or
without Griffin,
competed with.
for example. Me and Griffin would go and play doubles. That's the only reason I would ever go.
That's
And then I
fun.
started going by myself over the summer, and it
long
actually
has
helped
that
so
been
much because I didn't
around?
have to wait for a carpool to be like, let's get out of here as soon as I'm out of bracket. You know,
Yeah.
I would get the
Yeah,
friendlies that I
just
didn't get
noticed,
before.
just because
you know.
of the setups, some of them were.
yeah. So just
There
hit
was
me up
one
whenever you go to
switch
Vortex,
that-
like the
that
day
the
of,
right,
maybe even the night before.
I'll remind you if I'm
slide
going.
thing
I'll be like, hey, I'm going if you want to
doesn't
come.
register.
You know.
Yeah. But that's alright. That
Whew,
was like the
alrighty,
one
I'm
thing.
gonna
We
take
just
this off.
swapped
Alright.
Congrats, everybody.
the
Yep.
keys.
Okay, last thing I want to say for real. I mean, I think this event was fun. I hope like once we finally, because this next semester, spring 2023, we're gonna have weeklies for Smash Ultimate here. Finally, after so many years, I've been talking to a lot of higher ups about just letting us have it, and now they're actually going to let us do it. So hopefully, like more people can show up to it.
Oh wait, did you finally get them to like?
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
it was kind of an annoying process, but I did it. Yeah, no, it definitely was. So now we're gonna have that. Oh, like Thursday weeklies for Smash Ultimate here at
Okay.
CCSU. And also, shout outs to Gamers Guild because Stu helps out. Yeah,
Yeah. thank
Rob's a
you.
good dude. I've been talking to him as well. He's gonna be helping out with CCSU events behind the scenes too, so that's gonna be great. Shout outs to Oblivious because Oblivious does the thumbnails and cuts up the videos
Okay,
too. These are really big help to the scene. Shout outs to Blue Saber Dylan because he's also the president of the Video Game Club. He made these YouTube channels for us to stream these events too as well. And also, I'd say shout out to Sage because he's the one that's allowing us to have weeklies now, finally. And he's a pretty good dude. He's really good at multiverses. Great LeBron player and great. Yeah, he used to be PR too. Yeah, he kind of just dropped Smash for multiverses.
It's so funny to
What
hear
does he
the
play in
term
Multiverse?
good LeBron
Oh,
player.
huh?
LeBron.
Yeah, he plays LeBron.
Okay.
He's pretty
Hearing
good.
the
Sorry,
term
I spaced
LeBron
out there.
player, like,
Yeah,
unironically
that's it
sounds so
for me.
funny.
Somehow I managed to win, which is nice to say for once. 'Cause usually I don't really win these kind of events. Like if it's a big tournament, like a monthly, I'll like not do too well. I'll just like play bad. That as well. Like last turn, like I lost to Eli, I lost to 6 a.m. Turn before, lost to Snapple. Okay, I lost to Snow and May. Last summit, I lost to Jayzeya. I lost to Bonus. And now this time, like I finally won. I guess an important event. And well, I mean, I'd say it's important to me because like last time I didn't win, and I'm just like I really want to win this time, and then I did, so I'd say it's pretty good. Especially like without dropping a set too. Like I thought I'd drop a set during the summit, and I didn't, so I'd say it's pretty good.
I thought there was a small chance I could have beat you, but I only got a game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm signing off.